You know, security is tight. Security is tight everywhere. We can tell you because we went through a lot. So we're going to go right now to Marie Luby, who is waiting for Air Force One to land. Marie. I believe it has just landed. Air Force One has just landed.
And as you can see, Air Force One is landing a few minutes ahead of schedule. We weren't expecting the president in until 12:10, and it kind of took us by surprise here, especially with the weather this morning, that they were able to get here so quickly. They took off just after 11 o'clock this morning from Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland. Now on board with the president are Schenectady Mayor Brian Stratton, Senators Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand, and Congressman Paul Tonko and Chris Gibson. We're just waiting now for the plane to circle back around. You saw it go back forth. It's at the end of the tarmac now, so we're waiting for it to circle back around now here. Of course, once the president gets here, we're expecting a motorcade of dozens of vehicles to take him to Schenectady's GE plant, where he will talk about the economy. We've been awaiting his visit since it was postponed last week in the wake of the Tucson, Arizona shootings, in which Congressman Gabrielle Giffords was shot and 6 others were killed. Congressman Paul Tonko saying the speed with which the president rescheduled his visit speaks volumes about how important the Schenectady GE plant is in the president's economic agenda. Of course, just this morning we learned Mr. Obama is restructuring his economic advisory board and naming General Electric CEO Jeffrey Immelt as its new head. Mr. Immelt wrote an editorial in the Washington Post this morning about strategies for keeping America competitive, namely focusing on manufacturing and exports, free trade and innovation, investing more private money in advanced products and technologies he says will create jobs. Now, I'm just trying to take a look and see how close Air Force One is to circling back around to us. It's a little bit out of sight, so it may be a few minutes before it comes back this way. I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about what we've gone through this morning. We've been here since about 6 o'clock, and the plows have been out. If you can see behind me those orange marks out on the tarmac, that's where we expect Air Force One to come to a stop. It's a huge airplane. There's 4,000 square feet of space on there, and we're expecting it to be here in just a few minutes. We're going to go back to you in the studio until the Air Force One gets a little bit closer, and we can see the president and some dignitaries getting off the plane. Elisa?